Last week, India concluded the prestigious India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi, where delegates from around the world discussed the impact and the need for AI in today's world. Hello and welcome to The Print. My name is Soumya Pillai and I'm with my colleague Suraj Bisht at an Indian company's headquarters, Adverb, which is working a lot on warehouse automation and robotics. We will be giving you a tour of the headquarters and we will be giving you a glimpse of the work that they're doing. So stay tuned. I have with me right now Mr. Sangeet Kumar, the co-founder and CEO of Adverb Technologies. We're going to talk to him a little bit about what Adverb is, the kind of work that they're doing, and the larger vision that they have for Adverb globally. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So if you could just first get our viewers started on what exactly Adverb is, when did you guys come together to found it, and what are the kind of products that you're dealing with right now?
Okay, so Adverb we started in 2016. So before that we were working for Asian Paints, where we used to automate large factories and warehouses. And we thought that there is a huge opportunity in this segment, not only in India but across the world. And that is how we started the company. We have 4 co-founders. All of us used to work for Asian Paints. And the journey has been great. In the last 10 years, we have built the company from zero revenue to this year we will do almost 800 crores revenue. 60% of our revenue comes from overseas market and 40% from India. We serve almost all the sectors. So when we started, 90% of our revenue used to come from e-commerce and retail. But now 30% of our revenue comes from e-commerce and retail. 30% of our revenue comes from consumer goods, food, etc. Another 20% of our revenue comes from automotive as well as chemicals and petrochemicals. We also serve pharma companies. In fact, this year has been great as far as pharma is concerned. And the new emerging sectors in India. The new emerging sectors in India are mostly new energy, which is solar and battery. Almost all the solar factories and battery factories have our technology. And also electronics, which is a new segment in our business. So we are serving industrial electronics companies like Siemens and Schneider, etc. But we are also serving consumer electronic companies. All the big mobile factories today in India have, in one form or the other, our technology. We build all kinds of robots. In fact, we have 22 families of robots that we built, and there is no company in the world which has this width of product as far as robotics is concerned. So we build these robots. So these are sortation robots. Both these, one is tabletop, other is on the floor. And these robots mostly are used in sortation centers in e-commerce and organized retail. We also have larger robots for 2.5 ton payload, 1.5 ton payload. These are fully autonomous dynamo range of products. These are zippy range of products. We build cobots, so you can see, and you will see later on as well, collaborative robots, which is a 6-axis arm, which is used for screwing, bolting, welding, pick and place, etc. We also build quadruped, which is a 4-legged robot, mostly for industrial surveillance, inspection, defense. Lately, we have been giving these robots for defense as well. And just 15 days back, we launched our Humanoid. So that is the ultimate form of robot. So we build all form factors of robot that way.
So this is the humanoid
Yeah.
made and developed by Adverb, which was also on display at the AI Impact Summit.
Yeah.
Had a lot of crowd gathering around it.
Yes.
Sir, my question to you is, if you could explain a little bit about this. The humanoid innovation, and also maybe tell us about what Indian robotic companies have to offer to the world, and what is the global competition like, because China is racing ahead in the game of robotics and very precise robotic technology, but what does India have to offer?
Okay. So when we started this company, we were very sure that the company, the whole world is our market, and that is how we built all our products. So when we build a product, and that is why I said family of products, when we build a products, we build it. There is a Indian version which caters to the India's need. Then we have C certified version which caters to the European need, because every country has its own standards and you have to follow lot of raw material changes, etc. And then we have UL certified version which caters to the America's need. And then we have variants of those products catering to, let us say, some countries in Middle East, some countries in Japan, some in Australia. So different versions of these products. And okay, not many things change, but some things definitely change. And all companies, so the way first it was gray orange from India, which became extremely successful and are successful. And then we followed them, and we have been successful in all these markets. Today, from India, we export to 25 countries. We have 400% subsidiaries, one in US, one in Europe, looking after Europe, Middle East and African market, one in Singapore looking after Southeast Asian market, and another in Australia. So 400% subsidiaries serving 25 countries today. And every year we keep on adding 3-4 countries or 4-5 countries, and we believe that from India we can serve more than 100 countries in next 5-6 years. So that is the opportunity. The opportunity is huge in this segment because of two reasons. One, you don't have enough people in developed market for really hard repetitive work, which is the work in warehouses and factories. So no one wants to work in this space. So they don't have enough people, and therefore there is no other option. Forget about cost advantage, etc. They don't have an option. So robotics is the answer. And in Indian conditions, when there is a scale and there is really hazardous and dangerous job, that is when robotics come into picture. So India is also growing all over the world. There is a huge demand. I think, and those demands today are being met by European, Japanese supplier companies like us from India. And there are other companies also, new startups which are coming up, which is serving the world market from India. Companies like Unbox and Sinlr, etc., are also serving the world market. So there is huge potential of Indian robotics company to serve the global market. You spoke about Chinese. So yes, China is working really fast in developing, and not only we compete with these Chinese companies and we win many of these orders, because one, we have really reliable product. Second, our software is much better than most of the competitions. And the third is, in all these things, there is also a trust factor which is there. And any product coming out of India is more trustworthy, if I have to put it. And that is helping us to grow in international market. But yes, there are Chinese companies with whom we compete, and it is not only that. particular company. It is the whole ecosystem against which we compete, because they also have all the raw materials being produced in China itself. We lot of time depend on raw materials from Germany or Japanese, and that is a choice that we have made, because we consider it much more reliable, and that is what has helped us. As far as Humanoid is concerned, we started building it 18 months back, and you can see the bare form factor, and so we have two versions of it. The wheeled version, which I think will be more used in warehouses and factories, which is for the structured environment, and the legged version, which is for more unstructured environment. And this is 6 feet tall, and it can carry 20 kg payload, etc. And this itself is 80 kg weight, both these units. But we are also building the 4 feet version, which is there. We are helping DRDO build its own humanoid. So yeah, humanoid is another, and it is not only the hardware, which is of course tough, because you have 43 degree of freedom of 43 joints, and you have these movements have to match the movements of human beings, but also the software which enables, or the physical AI or artificial intelligence, which enables these robots to do work which was earlier impossible by another form of robots. So,
Mr. Kumar, before I let you go, one last question. Like in the coming months, what are the innovations that we can expect from our Adverb?
so we will continue to work on humanoid. We will continue to work on the VLA model. Those robots, those smaller robots which you are seeing, we will have several of these robots to collect data, or we will build a data factory to collect data for different works, both work in homes or industrial work, so that, and these data sets will be used to train all forms of robots. So I don't need to program it for certain activity. These will be generalist robot. It is a long journey. It is not going to be solved in next 1 year, 2 year. It is a 10-year journey, and we are determined to be at the forefront of technology as far as robotics is concerned.
That's great. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
During the AI Summit, there were several moments where the innovation capabilities of India were questioned. But companies like Adverb proved those doubts wrong by innovating in the space of robotics and AI and competing in the global market fiercely. You were with me, Soumya Pillai, and my colleague Suraj Bisht for ThePrint.